let's get started. So before actually we get into bot building, I wanted to say something, and that is some of you might have noticed that we have something out there that's new. It's in beta and it's Zendesk. So we call it Human in the Loop, or HITL, and it's a module that allows people to basically people to answer instead of bots. So a use case for that would be if you're doing a customer support bot, and you'd like to be able to handle some tougher questions that your bot did not succeed, or maybe if you want to have like a cancel order flow and you want to confirm with a human, you can now do that. It's part of the beta though, so we ask that people don't use it in production software yet. But we're looking for feedback. So if you're desperate, if this is something you want to try and you want to give us feedback, please do so. And also, that being said, what we are doing in DevRel, we're writing the docs for that right now. We have a getting started page. Let me try to find the link for you. Botpress, Zendesk. Thank you, Rohan. Um, so as Rohan posted the link in the chats, you guys can check it out later. We have how to get started, but right now we're building the docs for all of the advanced functionality. If you want to go ahead and try it out, it would be wonderful. And next week's live stream, I will be taking any questions rather, and trying my best to answer them about this. I'll also be presenting the Zendesk module with an example, so we can all learn about it and try to see where this product is going to go in the future. All right. Okay. So that's for next week. So for this week, we're going to keep doing what we were doing last week, but I want to change it up a little bit because let me share my screen. Here, live. I got a little bit stuck on details that maybe don't matter too much for this stream, uh, even though they're probably typical. They're typical. You guys can see my screen, right? I don't see the preview. Okay, perfect. Okay, so last week, just to reiterate, we had a little issue here where when I was typing hi, we have a knowledge base that uh, that found results for hi because it was searching our docs and we had examples of hi in our docs, and it was using that to answer, which is kind of besides the point. Um, so we wanted to not have this. And the approach that I had, which is not a bad approach, but I think it's a little bit too much for this live stream, was trying to process the result of it. So basically, we called our query knowledge base, and then I was trying to process the results and filter it out. What I'd like to do, which is faster and for this live stream, instead is pre-process it. So in the past, I had this bot called um, I don't know what the name of the bot was called, but here it says lawyer lead gen. So lead gen bot for lawyers. Uh, and oh, it was for Harding Mazzotti here, this law firm in New York. Uh, and basically, I was asking it to pre-process the inputs that we would send to the knowledge base query, and I'd like to do that again because I had something right here, which was if the user just said something like hi or goodbye or thanks, it doesn't require a search. Set search query to empty strings, and so we wouldn't do a search, and so it would solve our problem very quickly. Okay, so yes, this session will be on YouTube tomorrow, I believe. Okay, so uh, so this is a different bot. It's a bot. I believe I have a video for it. Uh, maybe like if you search YouTube for lead gen and lawyers, maybe you might find it. Otherwise, I can share the bot afterwards if you want to, or you can just follow along here. So I am going to copy this. Oh, so just really quickly, how it works is it takes the transcript. Uh, it emphasizes the last user message and the summary, and it tries to determine what should be the thing that you should Google. And then we take that Googleable query and we pass it on to the knowledge query, and then we save the results to the variable, and then we output that. Yes, we are doing a self-learning bot. Now, I'm going to fix this really quickly so we can go back to the self-learning elements. Uh, okay, so I'm going to copy this here. Go back to our bots. Now, our bot, am I in main? Okay, let me go back to main here. So the first thing we do for every conversation, for every message, is we look for an answer. So I have a flow here, and I added this to do here, which is what we're going to be doing today, which is redoing the approach. So right now we have this query knowledge base, which we just take event preview. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add card, AI task, and I am basically just going to reproduce what I have here. So paste this here. I'm going to copy all of this, paste all of this in the AI task inputs. It's not about hurting Mazati though, so I probably want to update this. Okay, so your helpful assistant answers questions about Botpress. Your goal is to answer the last user message in the transcript. Before you answer, you want to search Google for information so you can answer properly. Come up with a search query that will get you information you can use in the next message. It must be a question. The user just said something like hi, goodbye, or thanks. I just set it to an empty string. And we need this variable here, search query. Workflow. Where are we going to integrate the knowledge base into the AI task? Is that video available? We don't. Do we do it to? I'm not sure if I follow the question, but you can do pre-processing like I'm doing. If you watched the last week's video, we were doing post-processing. Um, Post-processing can take a while, so we're gonna stick to pre-processing. But string search workflow, okay. And then we store the results in search. Okay. Now here, what we're going to do is we are going to output this workflow dot search query. Rohan, are you in the chat? I think we actually have do we have a live stream for this for developer? I think like from 5 weeks ago or something. We have a few videos. We have a few resources. If you search our YouTube, we've done a lot. Okay. So back to query knowledge base. Here, let me click this. This will be the same, I believe. Oh, we didn't save it here. We saved it like this. Okay. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. Did we want to output? I think, yeah. So we wanted to save it. Okay, this is what we were doing. So we were saving the results to the answer variable. And here, when you click the exit workflow, the exit node, sorry, we toggled on answer like this, making it accessible outside of it. And we assign it like this. So I could just do this, be simpler. Like that. Well, I could even do this. But basically, when you're outside of a workflow and you call something from another workflow, you can just call like workflow dots and then the name of the nodes. It's actually not exactly the name of the node, and then the name of the variable. So when I say it's not exactly the name of the node, it's the card name, sorry, not the name of the node. Which you can change here. But if I were to change it like this, I'd just be wary that it's not being changed. So it's like, this will break. It's not ideal. So basically, don't like go willy-nilly changing this. Now, Okay, so I think we can try it. I'll just delete this. Okay. So, as you can see, like I had like high and I had a bunch of results previously. What we want is like to have like nothing, ideally. Let's see if we have nothing. Okay, so click high. Let's see what happens. So find answer. So it entered this file. AI task. What was the outputs? The output was nothing. Query was nothing. Okay. And it saved nothing to the response. Which is what we want. Okay. Let's retry something else. What is Botpress? So this is a question. It should absolutely have some content. If everything goes well, we should get some kind of, maybe not a response, but at least it should find. Okay, that's working. Perfect. Okay. So a lot simpler. This will solve our problem immediately. The high problem. I like this. So I'm gonna stick to this for the moment. And okay, so that's problem one. Let's say this is solved. If you're wondering how I'm doing this, it's just right click, comment, like that. You can type whatever you want. So like for coding, you would write your to-dos, like you can just do the same thing here. Let me delete that. Or delete it like this. There's also images if you want, not crazy about images or those. Okay, so where were we? So number two is checks if previous messages were responded to. If so, compare them. Okay, so let's go here. Let's refresh. Okay, we have nothing. I think we deleted it last time. So I'm going to ask the same question. We're just going to fill it with a little bit of content. And by a little bit, I mean one row. Okay, let's say this is bad because it's too long. Way too long. I'm bored. Okay. I think we should have actually a message here. Okay, I'm gonna fix this right now because this is bugging me. Let's see if the answer was bad. Otherwise, okay. Uh, actually, I can just delete this. Whoops, like that. Text I can write. Wonderful. So this is the use case. Just a reminder here. We ask the user if the answer was good or bad. Here we create the record, and then if it was bad, we go here. We ask them why it was bad, and then we update it if they get the response. So what this is here is it's the success case where they marked it as good. So wonderful. Your I don't know your feedback. That's not the right spelling. Your feedback will help others. All right, okay. And actually, we don't really. Oh no, we do need. We do need to change it because like wonderful, you can't say wonderful for a bad reason. Um, okay, so I'm gonna copy this. Actually, I can just copy the card like this. And paste it here. I'm gonna change wonderful for thank you. Uh, let's see your precious feedback of others. Okay, so let's try it again. Uh, actually, no, hi. What is virus? There you go. Okay, so this was bad. Let's say, or was it not good? Too low. Okay, that's good. I can ask another question or the same question, give the a different feedback. The same conversation. Okay. There's no AI here. Well, I think that's okay. Uh, okay. So now we have this. Thank goodness. Looks legit. And if I go to answers table, I am going to cherry pick these two, delete them. Okay, so what we have here is what is Botpress, and then this answer right here, and it's marked as not good because it's unchecked, and the reason is too long, which we got right here. Okay, so now how do we adjust this? So let's go back. So actually, what I would do right now is click export because we like reached a certain point. We don't need to open it, but like these are good habits to have. Uh, okay, so I would go back to find answer. And this is quite simple here. I want to add stuff here or create a new flow. It's going to be checking this to see if there's an answer. Now the question is, should we do that first or after? Or should we do that? Should we get both and then combine the two somehow or prioritize? I'm not super sure. So let's just try it out. Let's just see if it was answered previously and then prioritize those. I think that makes sense. So if it was answered previously and the answer was marked as correct, then uh then why should we search the knowledge base, right? Let's try that. So okay, so I'm gonna create a new standard node like this. And what's it going to do? Let's move this like this. It's going to search the question here. I'm going to right click here and click update just to show you this is searchable. We would not be able to do it if this was not searchable. But since it is, we should be able to search this. Uh, okay, and now I'm thinking, am I going to do it with code or am I going to do it with a KB? So there's a couple of options here. I could create a knowledge base source like this. Whoops. Uh, oh yeah. I could create it like this and then select the table, and then I have to pick this knowledge base. But then I don't have the control that I want because if I do it like that, I don't have a way to pick this knowledge base, I believe. So instead, I'm just going to use code. Find answer like this. I don't run into these flexibility issues. So I'm going to click execute code like that. Uh, what we want to do is find records. And then we have a search filter. Let me open the docs real quick. So Botpress table docs like this. And find records. We have a filter. We have search like this. So it's just raw search. Okay, let's do that. So const results equals await find records. What are we going to be searching for? Oh, are we going to use the same question directly? You know what? I'm gonna copy this, post this just in case. Okay, so the good thing here with this search query is it takes the transcript of the conversation and comes up with one question. Because people might be writing in scattered messages, it's useful to do this. Um, so I think I'm just gonna use workflow.search query like this. Workflow.search query. Of course, it's not set here, so I have to change this. And then this is not find records. It should be what's the name of the table? Escape answer results table. Answer results table dot records. Okay. Do this. Now this has to go at the beginning. Let's leave this here for the moment. Whoa, happened there. Okay. Undo, save the day again. So, okay, let's see. Okay, so I will need an AI task after, but actually for the moment, I just want to see the results. So I'm gonna display them directly. What did I save it to? I didn't save it to anything. I'm gonna create a variable. And I'm gonna say answer results or existing. Existing, similar, similarly asked questions. How about similar questions? Let's just do it like that. Okay. And this is going to be the array. I'm going to do it like this. And I'm going to save this to similar questions. It's probably not liking that this is not an array of strings, but I'll leave it like that for the moment. And then here it could be similar questions. And I don't actually need to do that. Just output it. Yeah, okay, let's try this. So what is Botpress? Oh, this is exactly the same thing. So if it doesn't find it, I'll cry a little bit. But it's there. So what is Botpress? Let's try something more far. Botpress. It's not really a question. Okay, found it. Uh, what is? I don't know what's going up, but here I just want to see what the limits are. Uh, okay, so it found it. Was what is too easy or too hard? It was like too. What is was kind of hard. So let's try something gibberish, like gibberish. Let's see if it comes up with something. Okay. Oh, so then in that case, it appears. What says gibberish in here? It appears that this is actually returning the most likely. Let's try something like that. Okay. So it will return results no matter what. Oh, we have a similarity score here. That is not part of this. Okay. Oh, no, this is great. So we have the control. That's wonderful. Okay, I missed that earlier. So if I do what is Botpress, I should have a high similarity score. Yeah, just 0.597. 57. I think that might be because of answer. Let's try it out and see. So, uh, searchable, mark as searchable answer. Try it again. Let's see if the similarity score goes up. It does. Oh, also it's 0.75. Let me try it again just to see if it's the same every time. Yeah, okay, so from a sample size of 2, I can deduce that it's the same. Um, Now, what's interesting here is, am I writing exactly the same thing? As far as I can tell, it is. But the similarity score is not one. Okay. Either way, we can kind of use this as a benchmark. So, all right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go here and I am just going to map this. Actually, I'm not going to map this. I'm going to do 0, show me the first one. So I have one row. I'm gonna say similarity score. Just similarity. Okay. All right, let's try this. Okay, perfect. So let's try this. So I think we want Botpress to pass. Okay. What is kind of, what is probably should not pass. Okay, that's good. Very different. Uh, is this Botpress? Okay. Let's reformulate this. Something smack in the middle of what is. Gibberish is minus 15, minus something. I would think adding the similarity score to a column in the table would be useful to reference. Possible. Well, we could do it for sure. Okay, so I think it didn't find it, which is Botpress a uh, an HR platform? Well, what is Botpress? And is Botpress an HR platform? It's actually kind of the same question. Okay, all right, let's try just filtering for like 0.5. Because I clearly 0.15 is not good. 0.75 is the maximum. So 0.5 should be pretty strict. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so here I am going to do this. I'm going to filter a dot similarity is greater than 0.5. All right. Now, if I do something like what is, it should not appear or it should be empty. Either or. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is great. This is working. Now, what do we have to do? We want to create a new AI task. Actually, wait, before. Okay, delete this. I'm going to create an AI task. And now, for the moment, we're not checking if the answer was good or bad. But let's see. I'm going to write this down a little bit here. So if the answer was good, uh, we should just return it, right? We should just return it. And if the answer was bad, if an answer is bad, so basically it's an if else here. So if there was no good answer and there was a previously bad answer, if that's the case, then actually you don't know how to answer from this. So this use case right here, it should use our KB, which points to botpress.com, and then adjust the answer. I think that makes the most sense here. I'm going to go back. There was no good answer, and there was a previously bad answer. Here we should get from the KB and adjust using this. Okay. And then if the answer was good, we should just return it. Okay. All right. So let's handle the first case, which is the simplest. Uh, we have the search query here, we have this, so we have the results like this. I'm gonna close this, go to AI task, and we want to answer. Oh no, here we can do logic with this. We don't need an AI task. So I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna open this, and we want to split this into. We want to check to see if there's a positive answer actually, and if so, what is the highest positive answer there is? Okay, so let's split this in two first. Uh, we have similarity. We have a score here. So const positive answers equals. This is not going to be efficient, but I don't really care about that for the moment. Workflow.similar questions dot filter. This represents a row on the answer results table. What was we had something for this? Let's see. Was it the score? Was it good? Was good answered correctly? I forgot. I'm gonna click close and see. It was is good. Okay. Is good. Wait for this. Okay, and it's unhappy because it thinks this is a string. Okay, ignore that. It's just being whiny. Okay, negative answers like this. Okay, so we have our positive, we have our negative answers, and if it was positive, do we want to pass this through an AI task? Uh, I think we can just sort them. So before we do this, I'm just gonna sort this. Oh goodness. I kind of don't want to do it like this. Am I the only one who always has troubles with the sort order? I need to like have a mnemonic to remember. Sort by we want descending similarity. Let's see similarity. Okay. I always forget if it's B minus A or A minus B. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Close. Who cares? Close. Back here. Paste this there. Close this. Delete that. Okay, so they're sorted. So theoretically, if we have a positive answer, I'm gonna set this to workflow. I'm gonna set this to workflow dots. I'm gonna create something here, an array. Another array for negative answers. Okay, so now we have positive answers, we have negative answers. So I'm gonna delete this here and create an expression. And let's see if there are. It's not auto. Interesting. Um, if there are positive answers. Okay, so if there are, and for the moment, I think we can just set the first one to be the correct answer. Uh, we can fix that later, but can write set the first positive answer to be the answer. Okay, this looks like it's gonna fail. There's too many answers here. The first one. Okay. Oh, no, did it fail? I kind of failed. Yeah. So I can choose. I don't know, like this. Okay, I'm just going to click accept changes and workflow.answer equals positive answer dot answer. Yeah, yes, it does. And then let's send the user to this. So let's try this out. I'm going to refresh this. I am going to go here. I'm going to set this as true, just for purposes of trying it out. Uh, uh, we use the verbatim exactly like this. Okay, so it displayed a results. Oh, a lot of it, a lot of, there is a lot of going on in there right now. So I'm gonna look here for answer AI task was Botpress. Filter and sort. We got this right here, which was good. And then it sent us the message and then asked us if it was good or bad. So this seems okay. Let's do the alternatives. Restart this. Not mark it as good. Oops. False. Okay. When in doubt, when something doesn't work, just click again until it works. What is Botpress? Let's see. Now I expect to not have a response. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's not good for the bot. Like for the moment, for what we've done, this is good. Because when there are no positive responses, we just go here. Uh, if there are no positive responses, what do we want to do? Right now, if we want to make it work, we just send them to this. I can just try it again. And now we should see the response from the knowledge base. Okay, that's good. Uh, okay, but that's not what we want to do here, because here we'll want to actually take this and then adjust it with the previous incorrect answers. So are we going to work on this first or on this first? I think we can work on this first. Yeah, let's do that. So, because I think this is the most interesting here, it's like trying to adapt an answer based on user feedback. And negative feedback is more informative than positive feedback. Okay. Alrighty. So if there are no positive answers, so this is going to be like the handle no previously not approved, something like that. So messages that were answers that were not approved by the user. Uh, this is still good. What we need to do is modify the answer. So we click add card. Look for AI task. And I know we're going to have the negative responses here. Workflow dot negative answers. And then this is an object. It's actually an array, sorry, which has these objects. Um, we know they're not good, so I don't need to worry about that. We know what the question is, so we don't need to pass it. How about we pass the answer and the reason? So if I go back to my here, my AI task inputs, we would have workflow dot search query. Okay, I take back what I just said. Because the workflow search query here may not be exactly this one. Because we're doing a similarity search, so we could get questions which are similar but not exactly the same. So I think we should still include that. Okay, so back here. So I'm just going to prephrase this with what is this? What is this? User asked. Do it like this. I like to use XML. You don't have to use this. Okay. I actually like to use it because I hate it. Well, I don't hate it. I don't enjoy it very much. Which makes me feel like it's like a break in the way I normally do, which is how OpenAI understands that something has changed. But maybe it's like completely used XML, so it doesn't consider it like that. Who knows? Um, okay, so user asked, and then here this will be. Do we want to show all of them? We kind of do, right? So previous negative feedback. Just, oh, see like this. Okay. And then this won't work. I need to map this. Uh, well, it would probably work. Okay, so return. What are we returning here? So a dot. That was a question. I think I should probably write code for this. Yeah, this is getting messy. Make a. I'm gonna add execute code here. Uh, do I just want to change it here? Nah. Okay, I'll leave this just in case. But all right, workflow dot make it to how do I say this? Previous feedback. Previous constructive feedback. And I'm gonna do it like this. So okay. Oh no, actually, sorry. Again, this is a map. So workflow dot negative answers map return string. Okay, so we had a dot question, a dot answer, and then we had what was it? Feedback. Maybe we should write user asked this bot responded, and then user said, okay, let's do it like that. Response was bad, capitalized, because, and then a dot. Was it reason? Forgot. Let's try this. Reason. Yeah. Question, answer, reason. Perfect. So let's go back here. Let's go back here. This is going to be a string. So do this. And my task here, I to simplify this tremendously, hopefully. Okay, and I think that's it. Okay. So now we're providing the search query, previous negative feedback, and then we want to save it to answer. And here in task instructions, we should say, you are given a user question. I really like this. A user question. I'm gonna change this. Question. Paste. You're given a user question. Oh, and historical. Uh, and how the bot answered similar questions in the past. There is way too many spelling mistakes here. Sim. I think this is a bit too. Yeah, that's better. Questions. Okay. You're given a user question and how the bot answered similar questions in the past, along with feedback from the user. Oop, sorry. Um, your task is to adjust the answer if need. The current answer. Okay, you're given a user question, and a bot response as how the bot. Your task is to adjust bot response if you be. Okay, let's try like this. It's bot response. I think I need to mention this is answer this. Uh, okay, let's try this out. Oh no problem. Haha, I'm missing something. I need to add bot response. Response. And this is right. So the question, the answer, and the previous feedback. And let's try it out. So if everything goes well, it's probably not going to go perfectly, but it should be a shorter answer. So it's not a shorter answer. Well, at least we have some. Uh, okay, let me this up. See. Okay, so filter expired. Where knowledge here, knowledge core is fired. AI task. Actually, no, wait. Let's just confirm. I Okay, so it's verbatim what I found. Knowledge base, which means the AI task does not modify anything. Here. Negative answers. Okay, I don't care about that. There's Botpress. Okay, slightly. I cannot see the whole thing. Copy this. Do we have like text? Just do this. Okay, let's see. Okay, so looking at this, I was looking for here. Oh, so bot response. Bot response is here. Okay, it's uh, previous negative feedback. Actually, it's not previous. It's the current thing from the knowledge base. Previous negative feedback. We have the same question here, but the bot response verbatim, sorry, and then user said response was bad because too long, and that did not work. Unfortunately, why did back here, modify the bot response. Give more as well as Botpress. Here it's asking. Accounting. Okay, and then within this, okay, there's a slight problem with what we did here. We're not making it easy for the AI to understand what this is because of this. Right. The bot responded badly. Uh, reason. Bad. Bad reason? No, bad reason is not the right reason. This is a bad reason. That's not the right thing. Reason why it's bad is looking for reason why it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, close this, and then because it likes to have like exactly the same thing matching. So I'm gonna go back here and just let it figure this out. Then apply advanced settings here as it's a low temperature task. Let's see. Uh, Increase it a little bit so we can keep turbo. I wonder when GPT 4.5 turbo is coming. Okay, I will do it like that. Let's try this. Let's see what we get. Right. Yeah, task here. Copy this. That. Reason why it's bad too. Okay. So what we could do probably is there's two things here that I'm thinking of. The first is we change our flow. So right now we're not asking for we're not like coming up with a new question asking them if it's correct or not, which we could do, and then have the user confirm what the correct thing is. So that's like strategy A. And the other thing is we could split it up. So we could check which questions make sense, uh, and then only display the wide span. So how that would look like really simply is we actually just remove this. We return like this. I think this has a much higher chance. There's less noise. Okay, it's still not working for some reason. AI task, copy this. Too low. Modify the bot. Oh, is this maybe okay? I guess we're not gonna fix this. This will probably go for in 2 weeks. Uh, there's still a lot of work to do this, to improve. Uh, but it's gonna be pretty cool when it works. But unfortunately, it's not gonna be this week. Uh, okay, so thank you everybody for being on the stream today. Next week, as a reminder, we are going to do human in the loop or human agent handoff, in other words, with Zendesk. Another reminder, this is a beta. Don't use this for production. But if you want to try it out, give us some feedback, or you just bring a list of questions. You can come up with them, and I'll try to answer as much as I can next week on the developer live stream. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.